pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's town board meeting. It is May 9th, 2023. First item on our agenda is bids and awards. Authorization to accept the bid for 2023 Tahoe uplifted per supplied specifications. These are the supplies. They're not 4 Tahoes. There are 4 sets for emergency lighting and all that for the 4 vehicles. We had that discussion already about that. We thought there were 4 Tahoes. Let's see. We got the total.
A lot of papers to flip through.
Total for each unit is $3,170. It's all kinds of lighting, siren equipment, storage lighting, electronics for the radio equipment. So resolution 21223 will approve moving forward with that bid for the 4 Tahoe uplifts setups.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Danielle,
Second.
second by Jerry. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Public hearings, we don't have any public hearings. Our next item would be to call for a public hearing to consider a proposed local law to add Chapter 43, structures requiring a key lockbox. This is something that the fire departments have been asking for a number of years. What it is a box that's outside of a commercial building. It has a key inside of it that allows fire departments to open that box and open the doors without having to break a window or break a door to get in case there's a fire or a false alarm. Too many times there's been situations where they've had to either break a window or break a door to get inside to make sure there was not a dangerous situation. So we could set this public hearing for?
The next business session is the 23rd. Okay.
So 5/23. Be the public hearing on the lockbox. Need a approval on that?
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori.
Second.
Ooh, it's a good close tie there. Danielle's closer, I heard it first. Danielle got it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Purchase order 1622314, painting of the Traffic and Safety Building and Highway Department. As you know, a number of years ago, we had the Highway Department building was all stucco. There was roof work done, a number of things, but at the time, we were not able to complete the balance of the building. What this is, excuse me, is a special paint to go onto the masonry, which has an extended warranty on it, has to be applied by a certified contractor. So the next 3 purchase orders have to do with the 3 buildings in the back, the highway garage, traffic and safety, and the parks garage. So we'll do one at a time because we're not sure of the timing. Purchase order 1622314, that's painting of traffic and safety building at the highway department. Resolution 21423 will move forward on the painting of that building.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Jerry,
Second.
second by Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Same thing, painting of Highway Department, the main building. This is from where the stucco stopped and all around the back of the building. Resolution 215-23.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second.
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Third item, purchase order 162-2016, painting of the Parks Garage. That's the long garage across the back. So we should give you a number on. It's broken up into 3 different estimates. That for that building is $18,750.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Danielle,
Second.
second by Jerry. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The total for the Highway Department main building is $33,000. And we approve that. And then Traffic and Safety Building, total for that building is $15,000.
And then,
Moving on. Purchase order 830-2307. Purchase of one Tesla Model Y electric car for the water department. We hear Tesla, all of a sudden we think a very expensive car, but turns out the Tesla vehicles are being offered to the, I don't know if it's all municipalities, but it's at a discounted number, and it's less than what we would be paying for one of the other vehicles that we would normally purchase. I'll give you a number on this. Total for the car is $51,380.
Is that after the $7,500 back under the government IRA bill?
That's the total cost.
so let's see.
Let me see if this is broken down differently.
Oops. Yep, I would assume.
According to this, is 7,500 federal tax credit. But I don't see a bill of sale.
I think we have to get, after we purchase them, I think we go for the credit.
Oh,
Right.
Is that it?
That's,
Okay.
that's what it seems.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a rebate?
Right.
Okay.
So it's actually
Oh, here,
considerably less money.
49,990.
Okay, I'll move for approval on this, please.
Motion by Danielle,
Second.
second by Jerry. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
It's tax
Motion
credits.
carries.
Okay, got it. All right.
That's for the water department. Have to keep that electric out of the water.
Yeah.
Okay, authorization for street closing permits. First one is 116 to 136 Rolling Hills Road. Next one, Monsoon Road at the intersection of Monsoon Pond Lane and Deerfield Lane South. Then Pythian Avenue from Amsterdam Avenue to Lakeview Terrace. And the fourth is Warren Avenue from Lexington Avenue to 320 Warren Avenue.
Move for approval, please, on all the
Motion
closing.
by Lori,
Second.
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is authorization for the 30-day waiver notice of liquor license for La Casa de Nina Incorporated, 415 Commerce Street in Hawthorne. Typically, we do these, gives them a little heads up on getting their license prior to opening.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Jerry,
Second.
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next one, authorization for the town supervisor to sign a consent letter from Lyle Company on behalf of American Towers. We get these periodically where they're upgrading equipment on the cell towers. This one does not change the square footage that they're using or anything like that. It's strictly taking equipment out, putting equipment back of a new nature. If they are putting additional equipment on, then we deal with that differently in the lease agreement.
So it's an upgrade
Right.
of the equipment. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Danielle,
Second.
second by Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is authorization to designate the week of May 21st through 27th, 2023 as National Public Works Week in the town of Mount Pleasant. This gives us a week to appreciate the work and the efforts of our Public Works Department. I would think that would be Highway and Parks Department.
Highway and Water Department. Correct? Is that
Highway,
what it-
Water, and Parks,
And
right?
Parks? Okay,
I would
excellent.
think so. Let's recognize them all.
Yes,
That's right.
absolutely. They work hard for us.
Move for approval here.
Motion by Jerry,
Second?
second by Danielle.
Third.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The investment report, 4.75%. 4.75. We have the town board minutes for March 14th and 28th. And now we go to business from the floor. Anybody wish to address the board on any town business is welcome to do so at this time.
Would you like to address the board?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi. So just sign in on that sheet, and then you could come up to the mic. And when you get up here, just state your name and your address, please.
Do I have to be on, like, recording?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody in
It's just
town
us.
wants to know what you have to say.
45,000 people listening.
Right.
Could be a star.
Hi, my name is Deb. I live at 69 Leroy in Valhalla, New York. How are you? I'm stopping here tonight because there was a water main break out in the front of my house. I live on Leroy Avenue in the cul-de-sac. A couple weeks ago. I don't know, maybe it was a little less than a couple of weeks ago. We were just about to like redo our driveway the day right after this happened, the day or two right after this happened. And it was something that I sprained my ankle in my driveway because of holes and broke my foot like twice in the past year. So I was really excited to get that job done. But because of the water main break, there's been like a lot of other cracks that have sort of, I guess, spread, and like the water main break has caused the water to kind of cause the seams in those cracks in the cul-de-sac to break. So I've been talking to like water department guys and building department guys and whoever's involved with that around my neighborhood. And I guess my question is like timelines, because I'm really anxious to get the job done, and I'm told that I should wait because that whole entire cul-de-sac is likely going to need to be redone because of the cracks and the seams that have broken from the water main break that kind of spilled out to other parts of the asphalt. And I have a picture of the, can I?
It's fine.
I made a
Thank you.
couple copies. It's just what it looks like in the cul-de-sac. I just took it. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Where are you, across the street?
I am like standing.
Or are you taking
Your house is
pictures?
behind you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Generally, when you have a break, there's settling afterwards, after they backfill it, there's some settling, so they don't like to patch it immediately. They
Yeah.
give it some time. but I don't know why, you
That's what
can't-
they said. They said they're waiting for it to settle a little bit, and then they also said they have to kind of like collaboratively work the building department with or the highway department, I'm not sure, with the water department, and that there has to be something about budgeting and money and who's gonna move money from where, and just decide that the whole cul-de-sac is gonna get redone, and once it settles, kind of when.
We could find that out. As far as budgeting, anytime there's a water main break, generally, that comes out of the water department budget. They would finance the work that may have to be done on the road. It may be where maybe the water department doesn't think they're responsible for the entire road, maybe the highway has to share the expense. But we could look into it and find out if there's a timeline on this, because I don't see why you can't move forward on your driveway.
Well, I was talking a lot to these people, and they were saying that, you know, because the water kind of spread in these cracks, like you can't really see it, but if you look at these cracks, like in front here, there's like, they kind of opened up more where it looks like hollow under them, and they've sort of spread close to my driveway.
Yeah.
And so they're worried that, they're saying I was told by two different people I should wait until the whole cul-de-sac is done first before the work on my driveway begins, because something could kind of maybe go wrong and the job could get messed up a little bit if I don't wait. So,
If you like, I can try to get some kind of a schedule on when they plan on doing it.
yeah,
That'll
that
help you.
was my main motivation for coming tonight, because I was told that you're everybody's boss, so. I was just like-
This is true.
Told
This
my
is
wife
true.
So I'm like, let me just go to this person, because that seems like it might be the most effective in getting an answer.
You know, it's
So-
interesting, Deb, I'm looking out of your driveway. I know your area. 'cause
You're in
I
your
live-
car.
Yeah.
I'm not in my car. I'm standing like towards the end of my. Yeah, maybe I am in my car. You know what? No, you know what? That's not true. Okay, so I was driving and I parked as I'm coming back into the cul-de-sac. So that is not in front of my driveway. That is like head-on driving, stopped, of course, before I took the photo.
Okay.
You're misrepresenting the case here.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I took these pictures in haste. I was just like, let me get some photos, and then I just wanted to print it up really quick. I didn't sit here like, planning
Stand up in front of us.
just like a full-on, organized speech on this.
I'm
But-
just going to share with you, the same time you had a water main break, we
Yeah.
had one in front of my house too, on Maple Hill Road. So the only reason I knew that you had Leroy had a main break is because they actually came to my house because water was rushing down and we thought it was all connected, and I don't have an idea. And yes, we have a hole in our road too, and yes, it was the same explanation. It has to settle first. Plus, they want to make sure that the repair that they've done on the main, and they had to put some kind of valve in, I'm not sure what they did on Leroy, that the repair holds before they go ahead and repave. And I understand what you're saying, because the same thing's going on at my house, in my neighborhood. This is much bigger though. I know your area quite well.
You know what's weird
yeah.
about that spot too? Like kind of I didn't want to bring this up, but like I called the highway department like 4.5 months ago to say that there was starting to be like a divot in that cul-de-sac, because that's right by our our HOA mailboxes
right.
station. And the kids play in that area, so we're out in that circle quite a bit. Like there's a lot of kids in that circle. That's like their play spot. So anyway, I just noticed that there was almost like just a dip in the ground, and I told the highway department, hey, because when I first moved in like 5 years ago, a year into my being in there, similar something happened maybe a couple feet away from that same spot. Like I remember in the middle of the night, these guys digging like emergency something, the same thing. So I'm wondering if this is like a chronic problem in that spot, because we have the stream
Yes, you
in
do.
our backyard
Right.
area, and some of
Yeah.
the, there's spillover from the stream, and I was told that's like a state responsibility, and maybe I heard way too much information to make
No,
sense
you-
of
you
it all,
heard
but
information.
it sounds like something is happening like once every 4 or 5. That was the average time that this happened before, was like 4 years ago. So I don't, know if the stream is like causing this like acidic environment for these pipes to keep having issues every 4 or so years. And if
It's a wet
there's,
area.
It is a
It
wet
always
area,
was a
yeah.
wet area.
Yeah,
Before any homes were there, it was almost swamping it, but
yes, it was, yeah.
like, is there any way to kind of address it prior to like a crisis sort of happening each time?
there's no way to predict if there's gonna be a break. That's the problem. This winter was fairly mild, so they didn't get many breaks. But all I could do is try to find out if there's some kind of a schedule they have
Okay.
for
All right.
making this repair.
Fair enough.
Did you write your email and phone number? Because,
I put my phone, I'll just double check on the email,
okay.
but. And then as long as I'm here, there are other thoughts that I have about the
Okay.
town. I don't want to like dilute that issue because that was, is it okay? Can I say a couple other things? Okay.
You got a lot of people waiting for you.
A lot of people here. Okay. The other one, I mean, this might be a quick answer real quick. Like, you know where the Farron Controls building is?
Ferrand?
Farron,
Optical, the old Ferrand Optical Building.
yeah, it's like by that whole
At the end of Grand Boulevard?
Wall Street.
Yes,
It's at the end of Wall Street.
Right, right.
Is that like the town's responsibility for that road, or is that like a private?
I think it's their
Road.
road.
Oh, the road that goes through Ferrand?
Yeah.
Yeah, from Wall Street. It ends at Wall Street and then it goes, because everybody, a lot of people in that little nook, because it's kind of like a whole bunch of dead ends and cul-de-sacs in
Right.
that area off of Wall Street. They all walk their dogs over there and like nobody picks up after. And there's just like tons of potholes and tons of like holes in that road. And I'm just like,
I believe it's
It's-
private. I really do.
Yeah.
I'll check that out too.
because it's just gross over there. I'm just like, is there anything we could do? Like put some doggy bag stations over here if it's the town's something. Like it's just, I don't know.
My.
Lastly,
Put up a sign there. It's private property, but I think we can get away
Okay.
with putting up a sign about cleaning up after their pets.
okay. And I noticed like Optimum or some cable company came and did like whether it was FiOS or Verizon or something, did all these like new wires throughout the town. And there's some really like ugly spots where the wires haven't really been cleaned up by them. And I don't know.
So they left like a roll.
Yeah, they left like hanging. If you go down Lakeview from where Columbus is down, like as you're going towards Wall Street around this curb, there's like hanging wires off of one of the side streets, just like really messily. And then halfway down our block on Leroy, they just left these like green plastic bags just like dangling and hanging. It's just an eyesore.
Yeah, they're not done. They have work to be completed. It's all over town where they're redoing, putting fiber optics in. They leave rolls of wire hanging until they get completed and they tie up all the ends. We can follow up with them also on that and see where they're at.
Okay.
Optimum.
All right. Well, thank you for
That's
your
it?
time and attention. Well, no,
While I'm here.
okay. Like, the last one. I'm sorry. Stuff has been on my mind for a while. I'm in this town a lot. Like I'm on these streets all day, every day. I'm in these neighborhoods. I have pride in where I live, and I can't help but feel like, hey, like how could this be improved? And I'm right here, so why not? Just Lakeview, when the kids walk home, and I don't know honestly if there's like anything that could even be considered to be done, but like a lot of the kids walk home from school, either from the middle high school or wherever, from Columbus down that street on Lakeview. Mm-hmm. And it feels quite dangerous, like around the curb in that spot where all the kids are walking home from school. The sidewalk is really like narrow, and it's just, I think, even my family is like worried to walk up and down there because they're worried they're going to get like hit by a car or something. I don't know if there's anything that could kind of be thought about there, because there's a lot of kids that walk home from school there
They do, yeah.
as like a safety thing. Like I don't know if there's anything that could be put on the sidewalk in certain danger spot or anything. Like I just getting the thought out there. I don't
It
know.
would be ideal to have a decent sidewalk from Columbus Avenue going down to probably to Leroy or Wall Street.
Yeah, it seems like a very like a very narrow road, almost like you don't have a lot to work with in that area, but I don't know. It's just it's a thought, because there's a lot of kids that are walking home from school, and I would hate for something, you know.
I can't,
It's a very popular spot where people walk up and down too, not just kids, like a lot of people. So.
I can't give you an instant solution on that, but we can just look at it and see if it's something that we could maybe plan for.
Okay.
Do you also feel that there are cars are speeding down that road as well, or is it just narrow?
Flashing lights on.
Oh yeah, they go like I mean, it's just a very quick curve, and it's like they go, yeah, it's just scary.
So so maybe it's a slow, slow down.
Yeah, like a flashing
Something
sign.
like that, yeah. I was just thinking about that. If it's just if something is in their face as they're going down and they're aware that it's a narrow road,
Yeah.
could be helpful.
Yeah,
Okay.
good idea, Jerry.
Can you go there
Yeah, no.
with your flashlight?
All right. Well, thank you again. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in.
You have to understand, there's a lot of, we don't see everything every day, so we rely on somebody like you to come in and say, these are some things we should look at, and we appreciate that.
Thank you. Okay. Have a good night.
Thanks. You too.
Good night. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Have a good day.
Okay. Next. I'm going to mention that at the 523 meeting, there'll be a presentation from Steinmetz in regards to the Toll Brothers proposal. Next week at our work session, we're going to get a preliminary review of what's coming,
Okay.
and then there'll be a public presentation on the project on the 23rd.
Is that gonna be open to public comment or just presentation?
The town board meeting? Yeah.
Presentation.
I would imagine generally when there's a presentation, people can make comments, I guess.
I think we got to try to limit it a little bit. We can have people initially make comments. This will be eventually referred to the planning board, where there will be public hearings and a public hearing later here. But if you want to take a few comments, I think that's reasonable, or people from the floor can talk when persons to be heard, but we should.
It's the basic introduction of the project
Right.
to the public at that point. And like you said, planning board is where you discuss the details of it. So, but I would imagine that business from the floor at that meeting, people may want to make some questions. It's not going to be like a planning board meeting. So. I have a reminder from the assessor's office. The senior low-income exemption. It's posted on our website for those who want to see that. There's been changes on the state tax law also for the star exemption ineligibility. They took away the authority of like town government to make any adjustments to any of the programs. What they're doing is basically, and I think that's all been put on the website also, that you have to go to New York State to get the answers to these questions. The assessor's office is not authorized to give any of these answers anymore. But this is all on the website. And I think we can move on to Emily's town clerk report.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Town clerk's agenda from town board meeting, May 9th of 2023. Bid opening for 4 upfitted 2023 Chevy Tahoe for the Highway Department. Received and filed from Newcastle Fire District Number 1 results of the Special Fire District election, authorizing new construction and modernization of the firehouse and offices located at 491 King Street in Chappaqua, and minutes of the regular meeting, March 16th, 2023. Received and filed resignation letters from the following members of Mount Pleasant Parks Foundation effective April of '23: Michael Williams, Amy Nichols, and Brian McClintock. Received and filed the Mount Pleasant Library Board meeting minutes from March 16th and April 20th of 2023.
And I guess we have room on that Mount Pleasant Parks Foundation committee for anybody who has an interest in serving on those committees. They can contact us. Moving on to council reports. Councilman Siliano unfortunately is home not feeling well. So Councilwoman Lori Smalley has taken the helm of handling this controller's memo.
Wonderful. I'm back. Okay. This week's controller's memo is dated 5/9/23. It's from our comptroller, Brian Keneally. The first item is Justice Court, Williamson Law Book Company and Susan McPartlin, total $1,845.46. Receiver of taxes, Hudson Printing and Graphics, total $1,534.70. Assessment, Jim Timmings, and this is for registration for an educational conference at Cornell University. The total is $380. Town Clerk, International Institute of Municipal Clerks, total $225. Central Mailing, JT Graphics, for the Spring 2023 newsletter, $6,340.11. Off-street parking, Mid-Westchester Lawn Service Incorporated, total $2,500. Central Garage, Corsi Tire New York Incorporated, total $541.20. Public Safety, Corsi Tire New York Incorporated, NITV Federal Services LLC, total $894.46. Adult Programs, USSSA Westchester Adult Softball Team Registration, total $3,125. Youth Programs, Mad Science of Westchester, Mount Pleasant Central School District, and Scott Dooley. This is for enrichment programs for our youngest residents. Total $8,669. General Repairs, Peckham Industries, Wingdale Materials, total $8,377.74. Highway Machinery, Corsi Tire New York Incorporated, total $2,666.65. Capital Building Improvements, Home Depot Credit Services, Materials for the Recreation Department, total $3,774.29. Cap Highway Machinery and Equipment, Major Police Supply, total $994. Again, for Pecanico Water District, 72 Hour LLC DBA National Auto Fleet Group, and this is for a dump body truck, total $101,000, $450.96. Kensico Capital Projects, Charles A. Manganero, total $22,207.50. Special Drainage District, Expand Supply Products Incorporated, total $4,723.24. Mount Pleasant Consolidated Sewer District, Better Home Sewerage and Prospero Nursery, total $5,341. Kensico Water, Professional Consulting Incorporated, Municipal Maintenance Company, total $42,585. Trust and Agency Escrow, Harris Beach PLLC, Creighton Manning Engineering LLP, and again Harris Beach PLLC. The total there is $4,185.95. The grand total of the comptroller's memo this week is $222,361.26. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second?
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. There is another memo, and this is from Brian Keneally, our comptroller. It's authorization to add additional bank depositories to the town. And this is for Tompkins Bank in Pleasantville, New York, and M&T Bank in Thornwood, New York. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second?
second by Jerry. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. That's it for the comptroller's report this evening.
Thank you. Councilwoman Zano.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, fellow board members and residents of Mount Pleasant. My report comes from our police department. My first item comes from Chief Oliva, Purchase Order 30-23-23. This is a computer voice stress analyzer. The police department has budgeted for a computer voice stress analysis machine. This piece of equipment will aid in pre-employment and criminal investigations. It will help focus investigations and save time and monies related to all investigations. The vendor is NITV Federal Services LLC. Again, this is for CVSA 3 instrument and training for 2 officers. Total cost is $10,995. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Danielle,
Second?
second by Jerry. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Can all employees go there to check stress?
Yes, you're first in line, I heard.
Got my reservation.
No stress here.
My next item is Purchase Order 30-23-24. This is a PD car motor, rebuilt replacement motor for PD car number 44. There is a lower motor defect that cannot be repaired, and Jasper Engines were the only vendor who were able to secure a rebuilt replacement motor. For an additional $225, there will be an extended 3-year warranty. The vendor again is Jasper Engines and Transmissions. Total cost, including the warranty, is $5,157. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Danielle,
Second.
motion by second by Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Boy, that's
Motion carries.
My last item comes from Corey Antonaccia. This is a request to dispose obsolete, non-repairable equipment. This equipment is to be removed from the town's current inventory, mobile computer system, and paint sprayer. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Danielle,
Second?
second by Jerry. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And I just have 2 announcements from our police department. Our police department has grown very concerned for the safety of our youths and residents due to an increase in unregistered quads and dirt bikes riding on public roadways. These are unlawful, and if caught, the police department will impound the vehicle, and the parents may be subjected to a fine. Our second announcement is just a reminder that tomorrow, President Biden will be visiting Westchester Community College. Traffic on Grasslands Road in Valhalla will be affected by closures and delays from 11 a.m. to approximately 4 p.m. Please use an alternate route if possible. That's
Thank
all I
you.
have. Thank you.
Councilman Schuman.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, fellow board members and Mount Pleasant residents. My report this evening is from the Parks and Recs Department, and I'm going to begin with purchase order from Elaine Donnelly, our Recreation Supervisor. And this is purchase order 70-23-53, Wildlife Conservation Society Bronx Zoo Camp Trip. This is for our Teenscapes camp, and we are purchasing 126 tickets, $1,890, and parking for the buses at $69, 3 buses, for a total cost of $1,959. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Jerry,
Second?
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, the next item is another trip. This is for, again, Elaine Donnelly, Recreation Supervisor. Purchase order 70-23-54. And this trip is to Playland. Again, Teenscape. 100 tickets at $1,799 total. And parking for 2 buses for this trip for $46.14. Total cost $1,845.14. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Jerry,
Second.
second by Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The next item is from our Parks Supervisor, John Petroselli, and this is purchase order 70-23-55. This is for 2 Tesla Model Y electric cars for the Recreation and Parks Department. The vendor is Tesla Incorporated. These two Model Y long-range vehicles are at $51,380 each. They are going to replace a 2006 Ford Taurus that we have and a 1999 Chevy van. Total cost for the two vehicles is $102,760. Again, same as before, they get a $7,500 credit per vehicle after purchase. Just a point that the Taurus will probably move to the Highway Department, or it will become a carpool vehicle. And the van, the 1999 van, will no longer pass New York State inspection. So move for approval, please.
Motion by Jerry,
Second.
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, the next three items have to do with Carroll Park Playground. This first is from John Petroselli, purchase order 70-23-56, playground surfacing. The vendor is Playground Medic, and it is 100 cubic yards of engineered wood fiber playground surfacing, and it also includes the delivery. It is $29.50 per yard for a total cost of $2,950, and this is prices per the Westchester County contract. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Jerry,
Second.
second by Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Next item is from John Petroselli again, purchase order 70-23-57. This is the Carroll Park Playground and Swing Set. The vendor is Game Time. It is an ADA 3-bay swing set and Game Time Schooner play set. Total cost is $36,917.30. The price is per NASPO purchasing contract. This particular playground is going to look beautiful once it's completed at Carroll Park. We're very excited about this, so please move for approval.
You can't ride on it, Jerry.
He's got
I
grandkids.
bring my grandkids, for sure.
Motion by Jerry,
Second.
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The final purchase order, again from John Petroselli, it's 70-23-58. This is the playground installation. The vendor is Pat Corsetti, Inc. And again, this is to install the new playground and swing set at Carroll Park. This Pat Corsetti is a certified playground installer and preferred by the Game Time company to install their playground equipment. So this will be a cost of $12,200. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Jerry,
Second.
second by Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And that's it for this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Smalley.
Good evening. My report this evening is from the Highway Department. The first item is purchase order 50-23-10. This comes to us from Richard Benquit. He's the superintendent of highways. And the vendor is Peter J. Landy of Hawthorne, New York. And this project was for Cypress Street in Valhalla. The amount, as per the estimate, is $101,273.15. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second.
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. The next item is again from Richard Benquit, purchase order 50-23-11 for crack sealing and microsurfacing operations of various locations throughout the town. The total cost here will be $745,650.83. The pricing is through the NYOGS Comprehensive Liquid Bituminous Bid for 22 to 24. So it is a competitive bid. As you can see, it's quite a bit of money, but this is what road maintenance costs throughout our town. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second?
second by Jerry. All in favor?
Aye.
Just you?
Just me.
Not Jerry?
I'm the only one here. Are you in favor?
Aye.
He was
Any
thinking about it.
opposed? Motion carries.
Sorry.
that's okay.
Didn't mean to
Okay.
wake you up like that.
I know this, it's sticker shock sometimes, the amount that we have to spend to maintain everything.
Right. It's a big one.
Okay, the last item, again from Richard Banquet, is authorization to hire William Michael Scapelhorn as a seasonal employee at the Highway Department effective May 10th, 2023, which is tomorrow. The salary will be $20 an hour. He will be a seasonal employee, as we said. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second?
second by Jerry. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, that's my report for this evening.
Thank you.
Mr. Supervisor, I forgot to make one announcement on the
Sorry,
parks.
it's too late.
Sorry about that. Very, very quickly, the day camp is still looking for some counselors, if anyone's interested out there for the summer camp. At this point, it looks like the pool staff is in good order. Thank you.
Good. Okay, Town Attorney, I don't believe we have anything.
Nothing today.
Okay, thank you. Schedule of meetings. Our next work session is Tuesday, May 16th at 7 p.m. A business session will be Tuesday, May 23rd at 7 p.m. And if there be no further business, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Sorry.
Lori and
That's okay.
Danielle. It's a tie. Meeting
These are
adjourned.
times.
Thank you.
Meeting adjourned.